say stuff that should be probably said in the national. Hello, good evening, everybody. I'm your host, Clip, but the host of the Clip That Sports Bar live right here in Leesburg, Virginia, County area, folks. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you guys about the fact that the Sixers, by the way, they took on the Bulls where Joel Embiid had 50 points, career high for him. Congrats on that. As winning streak, 9-game win streak ends. Tell you about that for sure. And they got a day with destiny against the NBA champs, by the way. The Lakers, and that would be a wild, wild West match. I'll tell you what can ensue there, folks. I'll talk with you guys about the fact the Suns defeated the Pelicans 132 to 114. Finally got a win against the Thunder 198 to 85. Celtics got revenge on the Hawks 121 to 109. And Anthony Edwards, Dunk of the Year nominee. I will definitely get you guys this. And I'll tell you something, if in fact that he should be in the slam dunk contest, that will be something all you guys really, really, really have been pleading for. I can tell you that much. And what you guys could say about that. I'll talk with you guys also about the fact. Well, Clips got their revenge against the Jazz, even though Clips ended the Jazz's 9-game win streak, which they did, by the way, last night. I'll talk with you guys also about the fact right here that what do we got? That Big E was the Intercontinental Champ. Big E was injured as he has a brachial plexus and injury, and he's got his arm weakness. He was unconscious though, so he's convalescing at home, by the way. So hope he's good hands there. And Naomi Osaka, by the way, she became a 4-time Grand Slam champ after she won her second Aussie Open title, by the way, against Jennifer Brady. Get you guys to that. Mikaela Shiffrin wins another medal, which she does, her 11th overall medal. She got her 4th medal, a bronze medal, by the way, and 2021 Cortina Alpine Skiing, by the way. Tell you guys about that for sure. And that will be. And Tebowmania is retired, by the way. So that's all. That will be all the news I'll have today, everybody. For that and other details and other news I'll make right there. So I'm gonna get you guys started right now. So first things first, ladies and gentlemen, start things off with the fact that Sixers taking down the Bulls 112 to 105, where Joel Embiid has scored 50 points, 17 rebounds, 2 steals, and 4 blocks. Tobias Harris has scored 22 points, had 12 rebounds, 7 assists. Danny Green, because Green is good, had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists. Zach Levine, the former slam dunk champ, had 30 points, 5 rebounds, and assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Wendell Carter Jr. scored 15 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. And Garrett Temple scored 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and blocks, and 1 steal in that game. Sixers, Joel Embiid right now, he absolute phenomenon. I look forward to seeing him in the NBA Finals. I hope he does better. I'm sorry, not the NBA Finals. I don't want to jump to the conclusion now. I look forward to seeing him in the playoffs, by the way, which I do, by the way. Hopefully it gets better. And hopefully he'll come back on that. So that's going to be surprising right there. I can tell you that, though. So Joel Embiid, 50 points. Best news yet there. And that's all there is you need to know on that, everybody. So that's all there is to it, everybody. So Joel Embiid had 50 points in the game. Sixers had beat the Bulls 112 to 105, and that's good news right there. Also, another news, Naomi Osaka, she won her 4th Grand Slam title, by the way. Which she's a 4-time Grand Slam champ, by the way, after she won her second title. Aussie Open title, by the way, and took out Jennifer Brady. Congrats to her on that. Naomi Osaka, the youngest GOAT there is, youngest GOAT there ever was, youngest GOAT there ever will be. And she's been Serena Williams twice, by the way. And she may have retired Serena Williams, which she may have done. And Naomi Osaka, I mean, look, she's forever the GOAT. We all know that for sure. But I got to tell you, advocate for change, for Black Lives Matter movement. And, supporting, showing her support for, everyone out there, even though showing support for late great Kobe Bryant, which she was. Even though Naomi Osaka, she derailed Serena Williams' chances of being a 24-time Grand Slam. That would be late great Kobe Bryant's number. God rest his soul, by the way. Even though Serena Williams, she's a 23-time Grand Slam champ, that's MJ's number. She's trying to get the late great Kobe Bryant's number. That would make her a 24-time Grand Slam champ. But it's obvious that she's may have to consider just retiring, by the way. So what would the option be for her? We should take the blue pill, by the way, and just keep going and just pursue, be on pursuit of being a 24-time Grand Slam champ, catch a Laker Kobe Bryant in 25 Grand Slam champ, big milestone of their career, her career, by the way, or just take the red pill and just hang it up. So the choice is hers, by the way, and obviously that'll be up to her. I mean, she's the mother of her own kiddo, and obviously she got a hubby of her own. But I think Serena's at this point is going to get tired. By the way, I mean she's lost to Naomi Osaka twice now, and Naomi Osaka was once again a 4-time Grand Slam champ, by the way, and she's a 2-time Aussie Open champ. So obviously that's all there is you need to know. So Naomi Osaka, she is like, I mean, she's like a future MVP for goodness sake. She's like a future MVP overall. Make no mistake about that, everybody. The credits she's done. Can anyone's topple her? Is Serena's going to come back from the 2 losses that she's had, and basically, who's going to stop Naomi Osaka? Could Serena's come back and get revenge? And what are your thoughts about that? You think she will, or they Naomi Osaka's going to keep moving forward and then be a back-to-back Grand Slam champ? So what are your thoughts about that, everybody? You think she'll do so? Let me know in the comment section about that. I will address and respond to that for sure. That's all there is you need to know, everybody. Also, ladies and gentlemen, other news, Mikaela Shiffrin, by the way, she won another gold medal. Not another gold medal. She won another medal, by the way, in Alpine Skiing, by the way, a bronze medal, by the way. She's got 11 total medals, by the way, in Alpine Skiing. And she has the world titles on her hands, which she does her 11th medal, by the way, which is a world medal, by the way, she's ever got. So congrats to Mikaela Shiffrin on that big achievement. I'll tell you that she's a future Hall of Famer, which she is, by the way. She's an MVP of runway, which she is. Championship caliber athlete, which she is. For Team USA, we all know that for sure, and that's been music to everybody's ears. We all know that, and that's the best news yet there. So that's everything people want to know. So that's Mikaela Shiffrin. Keep doing what you do. That's all there's you need to know on that. So best news yet there. Also, guys, Tebowmania has started from the baseball minor leagues, because even though he's done for, I can tell you that though. So bit of a bum himself though, but he's had some success of his own. But he's stick to college football, being college football analyst. That's what he's stick to doing. So he's done with baseball. He's done with minor league baseball. He's still stick to being a college football analyst. That's what he should still do. So that's all there is you need to know, everybody. So Tebowmania, no more baseball. He'll stick to being an analyst for college football, which he will be. Still be doing, by the way. So that's all there's need to know, everybody. Also, guys, Clips, they ended the Jazz's 9-game win streak, and they got the revenge. 119 to 112, by the way, where you saw bloody killer Kawhi Leonard scored 29 points, had 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, where PG scored 15 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal and a block. Lemon Pepper Lou Williams had 19 points, 2 rebounds, assists, and steals. Patrick Beverley scored 17 points, 2 rebounds, and assists, 1 block. Marcus Morris Sr. scored 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. You saw Donovan Mitchell scored 35 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. Ocean Bogdanovich right here scored 23 points, 2 rebounds, and assists, 1 block. Jordan Clarkson scored 19 points, 1 rebound, 2 steals. Mike Conley has scored 19 points, 1 steal, and a block. I mean, the Jazz were on a 9-game win streak, but I mean, Jazz they already took out the Clips without no PG or bloody killer Kawhi Leonard. That's what they did right there. That's when they had the 9-game win streak. But last night, Clips got their revenge when you saw bloody killer Kawhi Leonard and PG Paul George. They came back with a vengeance. So that's all there is. That's all there is for that. And honestly, this is like the Wild West. This is gonna be how the Wild West playoffs are gonna play out, guys. And if you guys think that you guys want to see Clips versus the Jazz and the Western Conference playoffs facing each other, that'll be surprising right there. I'll tell you that right now. And also this, so guys, Clips, by the way, I'm sorry, not the Clips. The Jazz, Clips, they got their hands full of the Nets, by the way. That'll be a good matchup, by the way. So that's gonna be tomorrow night, guys. That'll be really good. And also, as far as the Jazz go, they gotta face their destiny, a potential, well, the NBA champs themselves, Laker Nation, the King of LA himself, King of the Lakers, King LeBron James, 83, and you got Alex Caruso, you got KCP, Dennis Schroeder in that game, and you also got those guys for sure. I'll tell you that though. But my goodness, I'll tell you right now, the Lakers versus Jazz, and this Wednesday, my goodness, this is gonna be much more. This is gonna be a Wild Wild West playoff tune-up match. If the Jazz, by the way, I mean, they can face each other in the Wild Wild West best of 7 series in the Wild Wild West playoffs. I'll tell you that right now, guys. Nor in the finals, because Jazz have been on a 9-game win streak and their streak collapsed, by the way. But my goodness, Lakers, this is gonna be how the playoffs are gonna be, guys. So it may come down to Lakers versus the Jazz in the Wild Wild West finals. Who would I have to go with for that one? I mean, you got the Jazz as number 1 in the Wild Wild West conference, and you got the Lakers now, this 2 seed. I'm going to go with the Lakers. I think since the LeBron James and the Lakers are going to be able to survive against the Jazz, by the way, even though 83 is going to be out 4 weeks with a calf injury on his hands, not looking good there. But I'll tell you this, Lakers are going to tear apart the Jazz. Or, I mean, it would be absolutely just a shame if the Jazz dethrone the Lakers. I mean, I'm not talking about this Wednesday. I'm talking about the Wild Wild West finals. If that happens, guys, in the best of 7 in the 7 series, oh my goodness, I would be ashamed if the Jazz upset the Lakers in the Wild Wild West. Jazz main eventing the NBA Finals. Oh my goodness, Donovan Mitchell is MVP material. Excuse me, Donovan Mitchell, guys, is MVP material, and he's playing like an MVP this whole time. Now, even though the Jazz may have lost the Nuggets in the Western Conference playoffs, I'll tell you that though. And even though Jazz right now, they're looking pretty good, they're absolutely amazing. So Donovan Mitchell right now, he's MVP material. But do I have him as NBA champ? By the way, do I have him as an Finals MVP? I would have him as an MVP, but I most certainly would not have him as a Finals MVP, which he most certainly can't get to. You can't get there. Thing is, guys, Wild Wild West, the NBA title game goes and runs through the King of LA, King LeBron James, and his minion Lakers, guys. So, guys, this Wednesday, Lakers versus Jazz, Wild Wild West finals tune-up match. That's this Wednesday. As far as the Lakers go, they have a rematch with the Heat tonight. So my Lakers are going to win that one. I'll tell you that much. So no way the Heat are going to get there. No, they will not. So I'm looking forward to seeing Lakers, by the way, get a win there. I'm looking forward to seeing Lakers beat the Jazz, which they could, which they will be. I look forward to also seeing the as far as tonight goes, Lakers got the Heat. I look forward to seeing the Jazz. Well, the Jazz, they may get a loss to the Lakers, by the way. I can tell you that though. I look forward to seeing the Jazz and Lakers in the Wild Wild West finals. But I'm not gonna have the Jazz walk in and walk out as NBA champs. No, I wouldn't do that. I would have the Lakers be back to make NBA champs, by the way. And if they got the Nets, look out. In the NBA finals, that's a different perspective right there. So I'll be very worried for sure. I'll be very, very worried. So Lakers and Jazz right now are the top teams in the Western Conference right now, in the Wild Wild West West right now. And those are 2 teams that will face in the Wild Wild, and those are 2 teams that will potentially face each other in the Wild Wild West playoffs, finals, by the way. I can tell you that right now, guys. So if I had to vote between Lakers versus the Jazz, I would go to the Lakers this one. Because I think that Donovan Mitchell, I mean, you can give King LeBron James for his own money, and you can try to throw in the King, but the same Donovan Mitchell that goes, you come in the King, best not miss. Lakers aren't gonna miss. No, they won't miss. They won't. So Lakers are gonna do both, destroy the Heat, their finals opponent who they've taken out. They have them tonight. As far as Wednesday goes, they'll destroy the Jazz. They're gonna turn each other apart though, so I'm looking forward to that, guys. But the Jazz right now, they're like a number one. They're like number one in the Wild Wild West, which people are saying right now. And you got Clips right now. They got their hands full with the Nets, by the way, with no KD, with the strained hammy, by the way. So that's not gonna look good there. So look, if I had to choose between Nets versus the Clips, by the way, I would go with the Nets. The Nets. So that's surprising news right there, guys. So once again, guys, Clips got revenge by ending the Jazz's 9-game win streak last night, which they did, guys. So check that out, everybody. So that's all there is you need to know, guys. So Jazz will come back, but it won't be that easy. They got the Lakers. So they got the Lakers on Wednesday. So keep your eyes on that, because that'll be must watch on Lakers. So it's gonna be all right. Pay close attention to that. That's gonna be all eyes on that matchup, on that Wild Wild West Finals tune-up match, if you will. So that's all there is. That's all there is you need to know, everybody. So look, which everybody is too as well. So they're looking pretty good. I'll tell you that right now. Also, got some other news that the Celtics defeated the Hawks. Got revenge on the Hawks, 121-109. Where you saw Kemba Walker scored 28 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 11 blocks. By the way, Jason Tatum has scored 25 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. Jaylen Brown has scored 17 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal. Tristan Thompson has scored 17 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. Daniel Theus has scored 14 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Ice Trae Young has scored 31 points, 4 rebounds, 11 assists, 3 steals, by the way. Clint Capella has scored 24 points, 15 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, and 4 blocks. So Celtics, they're looking pretty good right now. But I honestly wouldn't have them, making it, winning the Eastern Conference Finals. They're good, but not good enough though, because Nets right now, they could be going to the NBA playoffs. Securing the Eastern Conference Final spot, and then winning at the same time. If it can be against the Bucks, it can be against the Celtics, it can be against neither of those teams, Sixers, whoever it may be. So look out for that, though. That'll be much watch, guys. Check that out, everybody. Also, guys, Bucks finally got a win against the Thunder after ending a 5-game losing streak, 98-85. The Greek right here scored 29 points, 19 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. Chris Middleton has scored 20 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. DJ Augustin has scored 11 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. Lou Dort has scored 17 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 11 assists. 1 assist, by the way. Yeah, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 14 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. Al Horford right here has scored 10 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 block. Bucks are finally back on the winning track, guys. And honestly, the Bucks better keep winning games because they have been on a 5-game losing streak, which people are going to see the death of. And without the Bucks even making it to the NBA Finals, come on, winning. If the Bucks got to go through the Nets, they got to go through them, man. Trouble. I don't care if it's in the playoffs. I don't even care if it's in the Eastern Conference Finals, if you ask me. But I have to go with the Nets. I give them a lot of leverage. I'll tell you that right now, because I think that come on, you can have those three Musketeers trying to be the 3 Kings of Brooklyn, known as James Harden, the beard tear James Harden, of Kyrie Irving and KD, who's coming back. But guys, that's somebody you guys been expecting, guys. And Bucks, they better win games. Keep winning games. That's it. So that's what I'm gonna say, guys. So the Bucks right now, they're back. They finally got a win after a 5-game losing streak. That's all there is you need to know, everybody. So best news yet there. Also, the Suns, by the way, defeated the Pelicans 132-114. With Devin Booker scored 17 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Where you have CB3 scored 15 points, 4 rebounds, 19 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Where DeAndre Ayton scored 16 points, and rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. Where Jay Crowder here scored 20 points, 3 rebounds, and assists, 2 steals. Zion Williamson here scored 24 points, 29 points, 29 points, 5 rebounds, and you have 4 assists. Brandon Ingram has scored 29 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Brandon Ingram has scored 25 points, 2 rebounds, and steals, 3 assists. You had Lonzo Ball scored 20 points, 1 rebound, 12 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. So Suns, they burned, So Pelicans got sunburned, by the way, by the Suns, but of CB3 and Devin Booker, by the way. So Suns and Pelicans are looking pretty good though so far, but you don't stop them? Guess not. So it's all that you need to know about. It's all that you gotta know for that. Also, guys, other news I want to sort of elaborate and get into, ladies and gentlemen. That Big E, by the way, you guys saw him last night. He had a brachial plexus injury, arm weakness, and he's gonna be convalescing. He's convalescing at home for sure after Apollo Crews attacked him with the steel stairs, by the way. And clearly, this is all just showing the fact that Big E's already beaten Apollo Crews and Sami Zayn in a triple threat to retain his Intercontinental title. By the way, Apollo Crews had his, and Apollo Crews, by the way, just went full heel mode on Big E and attacked him. So with the steel steps, by the way, and he attacked Shinsuke Nakamura. So they need So Apollo Crews, man, get it together there, because you need some help. That's what you need to do. You're at your opportunity though. I don't know why I keep having this. So why wait till Elimination Chamber tomorrow night, guys? Why'd you get him there? So that's all there is you need to know on that, everybody. And some people looking forward to, and honestly, no surprise anybody. I can tell you that right now. Also, guys, another news that Cody and Brandy Rhodes, they're having their little girl, by the way. So they revealed the gender this Wednesday on Dynamite. They're having a little girl on the run. So that's all there is you need to know. Congrats to both of them on that historic announcement. That's all there is you need to know, everybody. So best news out there. Cody, he's a former champ of his own right, a former AEW TNT champ, which he was. He's a champ of his own. Have a little girl, by the way. He's a dad now. So all you need to know on that. So what lies ahead of Cody, and what lies ahead of Brandy. So that's all there's you need to know on that. She's having a kiddo on the way, a little girl, by the way. So that's sign news right there, everybody. So I guess again, guys, Cody and Brandy are having a little girl on the run. That is all there is you need to know, everybody. So check that out. It's all over TMZ Sports, People Magazine, US Magazine. It's all over, all the places. AEW Dynamite. Check that out, guys. This is all must see. Let's watch. That's all there is you need to know, everybody. So that's all there is, everybody, for that. So that's the best news yet there, everybody. Also, some others I want to get into, by the way. One of which I birthdays out to Sir Charles Barkley or Barl Shugley, by the way. To Rihanna, to Cindy Crawford, to Tracy Sporadicos, Andrea Savage, Jesse Mueller, Trevor Noah, Daniela Pineda, Lucy Watson, Miles Seller, Sky Wheatley, Justin Verlander, Hall of Famer Gail Kim, Stephon Marbury, Gail Kim, Stephon Marbury, Jesse Mueller yet again, Elijah Child, Brian McCann, James Johnson, Jasmine Franks, Cyril Immobile. You got Mitchie Brusco, Dolly Sherry Evans, Louis Severino, Pinky Curvy, Angeli Mohindra, KOS, Mahandra Delfino, Killian Dane, Lauren Ambrose, Alex Garza, Fred Jackson, Jarrett Culver. You got Tony Hibbert and Aaron Fresh, guys. Send brother wish, your brother shout out, brother Twitter. Please be sure you do so on that, everybody. And that's all the best news there is you need to know, everybody. So that's all there is you need to know. Also, guys, some others I want to sort of get into here. That let's see. Elimination Chamber is tomorrow night, guys. Streaming live on the WWE Network. By the way, check the local listings, everybody, for that. And WWE Network will be also on Peacock. We'll be moving to Peacock TV as well, guys. So catch up for WrestleMania. That is WrestleMania 37, by the way. That's all there's need to know on that. So it's going to be in Tampa Bay, guys. Don't forget that, guys. Mark it on your calendars if you're not done so. Check that out. all those you need to know. So Elimination Chamber is tomorrow night exclusively on the WWE Network, everybody, and that's all there is you need to know, everybody, for that. So that's just also, guys. Fortnite's crossing over Street Fighter, by the way, guys, and that's surprise news right there. Check that out, guys. Check out the channel. You got Ryu, you got Chun-Li. It's best news yet there. All things must see, must watch right there. And also, guys, speaking of Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 5, Season 5 will be starting this coming Monday, by the way, guys. You'll see Dan Hibiki, you'll see Rose, Oro, you'll see Akira, Kazama, and yeah, you'll see them as well. You'll see a revealed fifth character, which has not been revealed yet. So best news yet there, everybody, and that's all there is you need to know for sure. Fifth character hasn't been revealed yet, but that's all there is you need to know, and that's surprise news right there, everybody. That's all there is you need to know to it, everybody. Also, guys, let's see other news I want to get into. By the way, that let's see. This I want to get into. The Magic defeat those puny Warriors, 124-120. That's the best news yet there, music to which it is. And the Nuggets defeating the Cavs, 120-103. Which Jamal Murray had 50 points in that game. My goodness, he's amazing right there. I tell you that, he's phenomenal. That's all. Oh yes, forgot. One other thing. The Dunk of the Year nominee, Anthony Edwards. My goodness. Anthony Edwards. This dude, my goodness. I mean, what more can I say, guys? Dunk of the Year nominee. He dunked over Yuta Watanabe. But my goodness. That's the Dunk of the Year nominee, ladies and gentlemen. And I would have Anthony Edwards in the slam dunk contest, everybody. Yes, I said it, guys. Anthony Edwards should be in the slam dunk contest March 7th due to that insidious, nasty, cold-blooded, posterizing dunk he had on Yuta Watanabe. But my goodness, that is the dunk of the year, guys. That is must-see, must-watch. I mean, fans, virtual fans at home, fans around the world, fans around the country, fans across the globe, fans social digital platforms, we're going stir crazy. I mean, you had King Patrick Mahomes, by the way, he went stir crazy on that. You had Raptors players, they go at it. Wolves teammates, they went at it. I mean, the entire world was an absolute, that skyrocketed social media by surprise out there, which it did. But my goodness, guys, Anthony Edwards, he said, all right, my goodness, is there anything this dude can't do? I mean, he would be added to the slam dunk contest. If I had to pick him, I mean, if he was slam dunk champ in ATL, on halftime, my goodness, I gotta say, I'll give that like, I don't know, 10 out of that 10 to 10, 10, like that. So, oh my goodness, if he won the slam dunk contest, oh my. He did not disappoint there with that posterized, but he gets posterized tonight, guys. So that's the best news out there, everybody. So that's a posterizing dunk, by the way. Must see, must watch, because I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts about that. I will be having to address sponsors for sure, but that's all there is you got to know, everybody. All there is you got to know. So best news out there. Well, ladies, that would do right there for the Cool Tower Sports Board. Like, subscribe to the Cool Tower Sports Board YouTube channel, Facebook page by any all means necessary. Everybody. What are your thoughts on the let's see, the Jazz having their 9-game win streak collapsed by the hands of the Clips, by the way? What are your thoughts about that, everybody? I will address sponsor sure, everybody. That's all there is you need to know on that. Your thoughts on Joel Embiid at 50 points in the game against defeating the Bulls, by the way? What are your thoughts about that, everybody? I'll just want to share, everybody. Also, sorry, I forgot. One other thing. One thing I want to comment on here. Because Crybaby Wentz had a little farewell message that he sent out for sure. And to be honest, you know, Eagles fans, they didn't care. They don't care about him. I mean, yes, his family members grew up there. You know, he has got family members up there. Yes, he He helped the Eagles. Please. Carson Wentz, they're not going to buy what you're selling. And then the other part where you say, we won a Super Bowl. Who's we, Carson Wentz? Crybaby Wentz. Who's we? That's right. Where were you, Carson Wentz, when your Eagles make it to the playoffs? Where were you, Carson Wentz, when your Eagles won the divisional title game? Where were you, Carson? Where were you, Crybaby Wentz, when you were at the Super Bowl and the Eagles won that? Where were you? That's right. Sidelined with an injury. Nick Foles was Super MVP. Not you, Carson Wentz. Not you. Not you, Crybaby Wentz. Not you. It was Nick Foles that day. We all remember that. I mean, come on. You're saying to yourself, another door opened, another chapter closes, another chapter is open. Please. You, Carson Wentz, you, Crybaby Wentz. All right, sorry. Piece of trash. Poor excuse. Waste of talent. QB that has no help, no backup, no protection, nobody. Eagles fans aren't going to buy to your little farewell letter. They're going to be hating you forever, and they're glad that you're gone too. They're glad that you're gone. They don't need you. They don't respect you. They don't admire you. They admire top tier talent. And Crybaby Wentz, you're not MVP material. You're not. You most certainly are not gonna be MVP material with the Colts. You most certainly will not be. Oh, no. Oh, no. You most certainly will not make it to the playoffs. You must on your own. You most certainly will not win. You most certainly will not win the AFC. You will not make it to the AFC divisional title game. You most certainly are going to lose a lot of games. You most certainly are going to not make it to the Super Bowl, which you will not, and you think that you're actually going to make it to the Super Bowl on your own, and you didn't. You think that, you think the whole team behind you. Please, they're not behind you. Please. You had no fans of the COVID issues, by the way. They weren't there to give you one welcome because Crybaby Wentz, you're in for a rude awakening. And we get to the press conference, by the way, you're gonna be winning yourselves, and they're gonna ask you a lot of questions. They're gonna ask you, are you gonna help the Colts get back some winning ways? Are you gonna help the Colts, by the way, get to the playoff game? Are you gonna help the Colts, by the way, get back to win the NFC title game? Are you gonna help the Colts, by the way, make it to the Super Bowl? Are you gonna be your own Super Bowl MVP? The answer Carson Wentz will say, he will say, look, most of that will be no, he will not. None of those things don't apply to him. He thinks he can win. He thinks he's going to win games. He thinks he can, make it to the playoffs. He thinks that he can win a divisional title game. He thinks that he can get to the Super Bowl when he wasn't there. He didn't main event one, which he did not. He thinks that, he can win a Super Bowl. Without his former stable, by the way. But clearly, Crybaby Carson Wentz, you're trash. You always have been, and you always will be. So, Crybaby Wentz, get used to it, all right? You're garbage. Nobody likes you. They don't care about you. They don't care what you've done. I mean, come on. Like, you're in pursuit of being a Super Bowl MVP. One thing, you're not MVP. You're not, all right? You made something like stupid idiots. You made something like a piece of garbage. I mean, you're a little internet mark, if you will, and you got exposed over my television saying that we helped win the Super Bowl. Please, you were on the sidelines with an injury. I mean, are you that stupid? Are you that stupid, Crybaby Wentz? Are you really? So, Crybaby Wentz, you're not going nothing. All you're gonna do is you're gonna stick your tail between your legs, get your phone little curtain call, hang your little helmet, hang your little cleats, hang your little jersey, and then fans are gonna burn that, and then you probably Eagles fans are gonna burn that out because you're not worth anything because you're garbage anyway. And if you retire from the football NFL forever, and you lead the Colts, they'll bump your little jersey as well. And all the fans are going to hate you forever. So, Crybaby Wentz, you're trash. You always have been, and you always will be anyway. I'll tell you that much. But Crybaby Wentz, you're not Super Bowl MVP. You will not even make it to Super Bowl. You will not even make it. You will not be a Super Bowl MVP. You will not. You are not the GOAT. You're not. You're not like you're not in the GOAT category. You never have been, and you never will be. Maybe good, not good enough. But Crybaby Wentz, you are not MVP material. You never have been. You never will be. You're not the GOAT. You're not in the GOAT category. Please. You suck. You want to be great, but you're not. You want to go to being great again, but you won't be. Colts fans are gonna hate you a lot. All right, so get used to it. All right. Colts fans, they're gonna hate you forever. They're gonna throw things right at your face. They're gonna spin the face to you. They're gonna try to, sell the hater right out your way. You're gonna have a whole lot of haters. It's gonna rub all over the Colts, and people aren't gonna like you. Please, like you think you know what? Please, if you don't feel comfortable where you're at, you're done for. Yeah, Crybaby Wentz, he's trash, bro. He's trash. So, Crybaby Wentz, look, and also, Crybaby Wentz, where's the apology? Yeah, where's the apology? How about you apologize for the fact that you would have been a QB that should never got injured. You would have been a QB that should have helped the Eagles make the playoffs. You'd be the QB. You'd be this guy that would help the Eagles secure an NFC divisional title game, and even winning that, you'd be the guy that would main event the Super Bowl. You would be Super Bowl MVP, but you're not. You, the whole time, were on the shelf, taking it back to everybody else. You were on the sidelines, and you were just down and out. You were pretty much dejected, by the way. And the Eagles, they took it to the trash. Since the Colts. And that's you, Crybaby Wentz. So Crybaby Wentz, you're terrible. You're going to be trash forever, especially with the Colts, by the way. I mean, look, Peyton Manning, he's won 2 titles of his own. I'll tell you that much. He's the GOAT. We all know that for sure. We already know we already know that he's for sure. I'll tell you that much. So, Crybaby Wentz, you're not going to be in Peyton Manning's shoes. You certainly will not be in Andrew Luck's shoes, even though you'll join him in retirement, by the way. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that. Andrew Luck was never a Super Bowl MVP. I mean, he made it to the playoffs once, but he still lost. So Crybaby Wentz is gonna have the Colts, by the way, lose a lot of games, have a lose record ahead of them. And Crybaby Wentz, he's still trash. Offensive line's not gonna help him. They're not gonna save him no more. And and Colts fans are gonna walk out on you forever. I mean, yes, Eagles fans, they gave up on you because you're not their MVP. You're not worth anything. They passed up on you. They didn't believe in you. They didn't aspire you because you were just being you were an issue with everybody else. And honestly, Crybaby Wentz, you're not worth anything to anybody. I'll tell you that right now. So you think Crybaby Wentz should issue the apology letter for saying that they had a bad season, saying that the Eagles, he'd be Super Bowl MVP, he would be helping the Eagles make it to the playoffs without being injured. So you think Crybaby Wentz is going to pretty much suck up yet again? Let me know in the conversation about that. I will address Spencer, sure, but that's all I'm going to say on that, everybody, for sure. Your thoughts on Big E being injured, by the way, after he had a brachial plexus, injury, arm weakness, and he's going convalescing at home. By the way, thoughts about that? Everybody wish him a speedy recovery. Thoughts out to him, family members, his fans, his viewers, subscribers in that horrific incident. But hope he's 100%, and hopefully he'll come back. And that's all there's you need to know on that, everybody. All there's to it. So, but what's Sir Charles Barkley, bar struggling, by the way, to Rihanna, to Gail Kim, to Jesse Mueller, Stephon Marbury, Jasmine Franks, Louis Severino, Piggy Curvy, Angeli Mohindra, KOS, Fred Jackson, Alex Garza, Lauren Ambrose, Rebbe A. Fresh, Aaron Fresh, everybody. So Same brother, West Brother, Shelter between Temple, introducing everybody. Also, guys, Lakers have Jazz. Lakers, they got their hands full. Well, tonight goes. They have they have an opponent who they already took down in the finals, the Heat. Tonight, guys, in the finals rematch, and then on Wednesday they have the Jazz. Potential Wild Wild West finals matchup, tune-up matchup, guys. So I'll say this that I gotta say, Lakers right now. I mean, they can destroy the Heat, by the way, and they're looking pretty good. I mean, even though they may lost to their potential finals dual threat, by the way, even though they may have got taken down by the Nets, by the way, who are looking pretty good so far. And that was, however, a finals tune-up match, which it was a really good one. They could potentially face each other yet again in the finals and the real thing. And as far as Wednesday goes, they got the Jazz, who who had a 9-game win streak, and then their 9-game win streak ended by the Clips, by the way, a team they've already beaten though with no Kawhi and PG. And then Kawhi and PG came back last night and then took out the Jazz. So honestly, guys, even though, let's let be said here, guys, because Lakers right now, they got to be having eyes in the back of their heads, and they're gonna come back. But I'll be very cautious because you already had the Heat, you already had the Nets, by the way, take out the you had the big three of the Nets. You already had the Nets, by the way, take out the Lakers this past week. They got tonight. They got the Heat, by the way, a final spot who they've already beaten up already, and you got the Jazz on Wednesday night, and those are two teams in the Wild West right now. They're gonna tear each other apart. And so the question we got to ask ourselves here is: are the Jazz gonna send a message to the Lakers on Wednesday night, saying that I'm coming? And Donovan Mitchell will go, "I'm coming for your crown. I'll see you in the finals. I'll see you in the Wild West finals." It's gonna come for that. So, Don Mitchell, don't disrespect. My goodness, he is an MVP kid. He's MVP material, everybody. I would have him as league MVP, not necessarily a finals MVP. No. I wouldn't want to go there for a minute because Donovan Mitchell, he is an absolute all-star, which he is, by the way. I'll tell you that right now. Putting up a lot of points, and I gotta say, Don Mitchell, my goodness. Is there any stopping him whatsoever? I don't think there is. But he is putting up a lot of points. The Jazz are going to be like the absolute underdogs in the Wild Wild West finals conference game against the Lakers. And I want the Lakers, by the way, taking out the Jazz. Now, as far as Wednesday goes, same thing's going to happen on Wednesday. They have their hands full with the Jazz too. Lakers, I mean, look, they'll beat the Heat, which they will, and they're going their hands full with the Jazz with Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, Mike Conley, and Bojan Bogdanovic, and you got Royce O'Neal. But my goodness, Rudy Gobert as well. But my goodness, that is going to be a massive blowout, guys. Jazz have been on a 9-game win streak. They have tore apart the Clips, by the way, and they may have that was no Kawhi, no PG. And then the next thing you know, they even had, now next thing you know, they came back last night with PG and bloody killer Kawhi Leonard come back. And I'll tell you this, that was right there a Western Conference playoff game, tune-up match, if you will. Now, I could see Lakers, Clips and Jazz make it to the playoffs, which they will. But I could have the Lakers, but I'm going to have the Lakers versus the Jazz, by the way, Wild Wild West showdown in the finals. And I want the Lakers, by the way, destroying the Jazz. And Don Mitchell wants to be, MVP of his own, which he does. No disrespect, no argument there. But I wouldn't have him as a finals MVP. No, I wanted you have to go through the killing bunches himself. So, and I would still the Lakers, by the way, be back-to-back NBA champs, which they will be. So, your thoughts on that, everybody? Let me know what your takes about that are. I will just make sure, but that's all there is you need to know. Pressure's on them, guys. What are your thoughts on Anthony Edwards' posterizing dunk? By the way, the Dunk of the Year nominee. And do you guys think that Anthony Edwards should be in the slam dunk contest? By the way, please let me know in the comment section about that. Let me know. Let me know. I will address this sponsor sure, and let me know if you want him in there. I will address all these things. Know. Don't forget, guys, Elimination Chamber is tomorrow night, live exclusively in the WWE Network. Everybody, check that out, guys. Must see, must watch, and that's all there's you need to know. And also, wait thoughts on let's say the Bucks getting a comeback win against the Thunder. By the way, thoughts about that? I will just want to share everybody. That's all there's you need to know on that. Sunday, you got who do you have? You guys got the Clips or the Nets. By the way, tomorrow night, guys. So check that out. Must see, must watch. I hope you guys are enjoying that, and that's all there's you need to know. I got the Nets, by the way, for that one. So that's all there's you need to know. So who do you have picks for that one? So let me know in the comments about that. I'll just want to share about that. That's all there's you need to know. With us, Naomi Osaka walking out as a 4-time Grand Slam champion, winning her second Aussie Open title. Thoughts about that? I just want to share. Young GOAT, there is. Let me know about that. Thoughts on Mikaela Shiffrin, by the way, succeeding yet again, being a 11-time world medal champ, by the way, in the Alpine Skiing, by the way, everybody. She got a fourth medal as a bronze one. Thoughts about that? She'll be the GOAT. What are your thoughts about that? And she'll be a future Hall of Fame. Thoughts about that? I just want to share. That's all the news on that. Your thoughts on Joel Embiid having 50 points in the game? What thoughts about that? Just want to share, everybody. Your thoughts on Street Fight, Fortnite crossing on Street Fighter, by everybody. Thoughts about that? Everybody, I'll just want to share. That's all you need to know on that. And also, that's all there's need to know. I'll be like more breaking news in terms of live updates, so on, a whole lot more than Clue Love Sports, where everything's sports, everything there is, all there is you need to know. That's all I gotta say. Everybody, take care, everybody. You guys have a good day. And also, Cody and Brandy Rose having a little girl in the way, so that's all there's need to know. Congrats them on that. So thoughts about everybody. That's all there's need to know. So take care, everybody. You guys have a good day. Please be safe on that. Bye bye.